ice?
5 times. Dare you,
Bitch asshole. Yeah.
Is mad that they not chose. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click.
I feel like my volume is not right. Hold on a second. Oh, it's down a little bit. I knew something was not right. I was like, what the fuck? So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. I'm really wanted to come just really quick and talk about this Joe Budden situation. Please come in, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you know when I go live and I do uploads. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come real quick and talk about this situation with Drake and Joe Budden. So Drake did some commentary on Joe Budden's album. And Joe Budden did some commentary on Drake's album, and then Drake came back with this huge essay length response in regards to his feelings on Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this, and I in no way, shape, or form will say that Drake is on the same level as a Cardi B or something like that. But as far as let me just say this. The average person who does commentary, and there's a lot of different people who do commentary, but a lot of people don't do good commentary. The thing is that these people, when the people do good commentary and they're not singing their praises, people don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't like it. They want to just be praised all the time and receive just good feedback all the time, but that's not how it works. Especially nigga, send a check. Like, my whole thing is like, I hate when I could see somebody as pussy, right? I just hate that shit. I hate when I could see it. Let me just give you an example. When I hate that I could see somebody as pussy. It's a specific vlogger who I'll follow, right? She does vlogs. It's a lot of vloggers who I follow, so you won't even know who I'm narrowing it down to. But there's a lot of people who do negative commentary on vloggers, right? But I noticed that this one messy person who does negative commentary on other people, this one vlogger plays her close. And I'm like, bitch, are you playing her close so that she won't do negative commentary on you? Like, what is the real reason why you're doing it? I just hate when I can see through it, because I feel like this. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You're going to say what you're going to say. That shit ain't going to stop me. Ain't going to shut me down. But I hate when I can see somebody's weakness, because I feel like with Drake, see, it goes deep to me, because I feel like this with certain people, like a DJ Akademiks. Why don't he play with Drake? Is he not playing with Drake because he's scared of them Houston niggas? Because listen, it runs deep. Them niggas be scared of certain niggas, and they don't want to say certain shit, and they don't want to comment on shit because they know it could lead to bigger problems on another scale. Trust me, it runs that deep with certain people. I think that Drake, in the industry, in some sort of way, he's a prized possession to a lot of people, especially because he writes sing-song rap, and he comes from an emotional point of view. A lot of women like him, and I'm not saying that he's not talented, but the reason why I put like Nicki in the title, saying that Nicki is bullied, because I want to say this, right? And I want to say this to the Nicki fans who here as well. This is why I say, like, I disagree with a lot of times when y'all feel a certain type of way. Yes, I did not like the fact that Nicki wasn't on Drake's album, but at the end of the day, brainstorming, we don't know the bigger reason why. I would hate to feel like, damn, okay, Nicki's releasing next month, Drake's releasing this month. Are they thinking that it's going to be too much? Or is the impact going to be lessened by, her being on both tracks? Did Drake give the track to Nicki? We never know what it is, but Drake got 2 songs with SZA on his album, so it can't ever be too much. We don't really know the true reason behind anything. And at the end of the day, we won't know unless Nicki comes out and says something, or Drake says something. And I think that we know that Nicki's definitely not going to do that, and Drake probably won't do that either. You know what I'm saying? But that's just brainstorming on it. But I just want to say this. Let's be completely honest. Let's have a truth moment. Drake don't need Nicki Minaj. Let's be honest. And Nicki don't need Drake. I just want to say that. They are both built up. We ain't talking about no Sexy Red, no Lotto, no, even the Cardi B. Cardi B is only boosted by the fucking algorithm. That bitch ain't really got it like that. Her song is literally surviving just because of radio. That's it. If that bongo shit ain't take off the way that they thought it was going to take off, all them fake ass bitches, nobody want to dance to that stupid ass shit. They just trying to fake that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say is like just a moment of truthfulness. Listen, Drake can't use Nicki for promo. If a person is announced being a collaborator, that doesn't promote a fucking album, because it doesn't turn into sales. It might turn into some streams. I listened to Drake's song with Sexy Red. I ain't listened to his whole album, so I can't give a critique on the whole album. I like the song that he had with Sexy Red and SZA. I think that is fire. And I feel like, that's great that Sexy Red got an opportunity. Maybe that will give her more burn into the industry, because I didn't know what was going to happen after Ski. That was the same thing with Ice Spice, and then she came out with the Nicki collaboration. Like I was like, what is she gonna do after certain songs? After The Boy's a Liar, it's like certain things, certain people they just have pull in certain areas. Ain't that crazy that Sexy Red got a Drake feature before Cardi? I mean, I know y'all be so quick to throw Drake under the bus. You don't think that that's came across his desk to do a collaboration with Cardi? I think that is some sort of loyalty there. I don't think Drake will fuck with Cardi, but I can't write it off completely. But ain't that crazy, Drake? That means that Drake's seen something more in Sexy Red than he's seen in Cardi mushmouth ass. That's crazy to me. Also, I want to bring this up real quick while we talking about female rappers. Asian Doll, all of her videos is deleted from her YouTube page. Her fans is all over. If you look, see, I put Asian Doll get jumped right now. If I put her name in this video, this right here, this is like a fan channel that got 45 views 7 months ago. Ain't no way. You understand what I'm saying? That video had probably close to 1 million views. So it was something with that record label where Asian Doll was saying that, if she signed to a billionaire, they did some sort of copyright strike against her channel. All of her videos is gone. That means everything that she worked on from the beginning of her career is gone. So to me, that fucks with your visibility. That fucks with your visibility. It's like when you're out here and you're trying to barter. That's like, let me tell you in a sense, when an artist like that, I ain't saying that she still don't have her Spotify, but her Spotify don't do numbers like that. In my opinion, I feel like she get a lot of video views. But to me, when you're trying to barter with a label and show them what you've done, and like it's kind of like your resume. So it's like they can't go to your YouTube and see your video views. How do you barter? How do you show that you have any type of surfacing and like your pull or anything like that? You understand what I'm saying? A lot of her fans is upset because they feel like Asian Doll been online, but she ain't been addressing it. Maybe let me just tell you this. I feel like Asian Doll is not addressing this because she might be down and wounded. Like she knows that she might be in a bad position with the label. I don't think that's right that they did that though, whatever. But you know what? When a lot of people, when they're rich like that, she may be signed to a billionaire or whatever, but maybe they feel like they can't be touched. But I'm telling you, you might not be able to be touched in the sense of money, but somebody in your family might pop up with cancer. Somebody might pop up with some terminal illness or some autoimmune illness. You just never really know. People don't be realizing that their karma will come in different ways, but we also don't know what she did. But what I wanted to say is that a lot of her fans is like, why is she not online addressing this? And let me pull that video down because I don't want to get caught for that. But because it'd be small shit just like that will get you caught. So anyway, my channel is not monetized anyway. So please make sure. Oh damn, I got this video up, so you can't even see my Cash App tag. It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, what I wanted to say is that in regards to this with Asian Doll, all of her videos is snatched. That means everything that she worked on from the beginning is gone. How do you barter? How do you show people who you are? How do you let these labels know that you get views? Now you got to start all the way over from the beginning. Asian Doll had videos on her YouTube channel with her and Vaughn where she was doing her makeup and he was there in the background. She was doing her makeup and shit like that, talking about how she liked to shop at the beauty supply store and, she a ghetto bitch and this and that. I like that video because, you know what I'm saying? I like to see her in that regular light. But all of those videos is gone off her channel, gone. And it's like, I don't know how she's going to come back from that. When your channel is terminated, can you get it back? And, she's online. She's out in Tulum with Cuban the Savage right now. They out there celebrating somebody's birthday. It's like, baby girl, you got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry because to me, to me, if somebody took my channel away and I had as many views as she had, I ain't saying that she had Nicki Minaj views or some shit like that, but she had views. Like she dropped a lot of shit. And to me, that's just staggering. Like, how do you, especially as an independent artist, how do you come back from that? You understand what I'm saying? So let's go over here and get into this Drake chit chat. This nigga wrote this long essay length responses. You want to know what I want to know? I want to know all these people who make these comments, like artists or people who write long stories. Like, did you write essays like this in school? Because sometimes this should just be crazy. But listen, I want to read it and I want to get your opinion on it. Damn, it's 4:23. I gotta leave in like an hour, so I want to get off of here by 5 o'clock or before. So, oh wait, matter of fact, let me do this because I want to go to Joe Budden's post because this will make it all make sense. So I don't want to play it here. Let me pause it. All right, let me bring this up on my phone so you can hear what Joe Budden said. Give me a second. What started off as a simple altercation turns into a real sticky situation. Me just thinking about the time that I'm facing makes me wanna cry. Let me bring this up real quick. Give me a second. Because I didn't. I don't want to play the audio at all. Hold on.
I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kids. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's going to sound like hate. It is. It's not hate. It's not hate. It is. It's not hate. Go find some niggas your fucking age.
Ooh.
Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
That's not what keeps you. Keeps you popping.
These kids.
That's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All the older streaming music and buying it, Joe. No, dog. All that y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this the golden child. Different set of rules apply.
Correct.
He's him.
Why do different set of rules apply?
Oh, telling me about. I don't hold him there.
Dog, this album is going to be the most streamed album in Spotify history. Why?
I missed the Drake that was rapping.
All right, so
I missed the Drake that was rapping for the rappers. I missed the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kids. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's gonna sound like hate. It is. It's not hate. It's not hate. It is. It's not hate. Go find some niggas your fucking age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
That's not what keeps you. Keeps you popping.
These kids.
That's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All the older streaming music and buying it, Joe. No, dog. All that y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this the golden child. Different set of rules apply.
Correct.
He's him. He is not one of them that y'all telling me about. I don't hold him there.
Dog, this album is going to be the most streamed album in Spotify history. Why?
I missed the Drake.
All right. So, no offense to Joe telling Drake to stop fucking with 25-year-olds is absolutely wild. So what I want to say to bounce back off of this, now let's keep it real. So they saying Drake. Now I understand, what Joe Budden was saying, but there's a point of certain things that I do disagree with. People always say that the older artists are supposed to reach back and supposed to fuck with the younger artists. Well, we got a lot of idiotic people out here, especially when Nicki collaborated with Ice Spice twice. Let me say this, right? I applaud Ice Spice. You do your thing, whatever the case may be. But bitch, you're not fucking with Nicki on no level as far as reach or anything like that. That was a look for you. So a lot of people are so slow and they like, oh, Nicki fucked with Ice Spice. She fucking with people who young and got a buzz. That bitch ain't got no buzz like Minaj. That bitch don't got 2006, 2007 underground on the fucking staircase, plastic bangles, baby fat bag buzz. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Are you crazy? Drake jumping on the track with sexy red and he's doing more for her than she's doing for him. Guess it's the younger audience, so it's gonna blend. But Drake don't need no motherfucking sexy red, and Nicki don't need no motherfucking Ice Spice. It was just good for optics. You understand what I'm saying? It's good for optics. It's good that, Nicki reached back. She helped her. The bitch is going on tour with Doja Cat now. Split tour. It's a split tour. Doja's going on tour with Doechii and Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? Nicki contributed to her visibility. Taylor Swift contributed to her visibility. Like, stop this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So somebody said, no offense, but Joe telling Drake to stop fucking with 25-year-olds. It's absolutely wild. He said, I got a little carried away, laughing out loud, the content should be mature a bit though one day. I feel like Drake can do whatever he wants to do, but I also feel like Joe Budden can say however he feels. And I don't know why people give a fuck about 21 Savage beat. Like, I forgot what type of page this is though. No more comments on that. I forgot about the owner of this page, but yeah, we not going into that. Shout out to the Tariq Nasheeds who keep me afloat in certain shit, because it'd be a lot of like toxic negativity. No, I'm not even gonna go into it because I know that I got people who watch my channel from everywhere, and I'll just leave that to Tariq Nasheed. So yeah, but you got to realize the source of and how this page was made to make certain people look. But so anyway, Joe Budden received a response back from Drake, and Drake said, "You have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip because is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching, this just a reminder that you are watching a failure give their opinion on an idea of a recipe for a success. A quitter give their opinion on how let's see. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to mood music. Let's see, 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel right now, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This, you know what? I can't read all of this to say this too in regards to Drake. He do give me, I'm just saying this is how I feel. Drake give me that soft nigga feel. And you want to know what? I'm going to be explicitly honest right now. This nigga don't got Nicki Minaj on his album, but he want to dick suck 21 Savage, bring him over stages, performing. 21 Savage is on tour because of Drake. I don't think that nigga could book out without Drake. But if you notice, Drake is the epitome of them niggas who be like bros before hoes, like in my opinion. He is the epitome of it. I don't understand it. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. Maybe Nicki wants to be more exclusive. Let me tell you something that can exist at the same time, right? Nicki probably like, okay, my album's coming. I don't want to be on, two Drake features within a month or whatever the case may be, right? We don't know. But you dick suck 21 Savage. Then they do a whole project together. You did a tour too. Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck, dick suck, dick suck. Drake is definitely one of them niggas who dick suck niggas and they will do whatever with a girl. That's how I personally feel. Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck, dick suck, dick suck. I don't care how you feel about it. That's my personal opinion. It's everything for the bros. It's like everything. Everything. This nigga got on stage at his show saying that he had a song with Nicki Minaj on his album. Where the fuck is the song at? But we got 21 Savage. Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck, dick suck. I don't care how you feel. Let's continue. All right. 450 men showing up. So he dissing the fans now, whatever. So let's please to any artist. And this is where the manipulation comes in. Because I don't like when Cardi does this shit either. Please to any artist that's going through what they feel right. Don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is a poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew, but guess what? You didn't have a problem with him until he gave his commentary on what you do. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't have an issue with Joe Budden until he said how he felt. Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck. Yeah, and I also feel like Lil Yachty is trying to fuck Arrogant Tay too. Like, what the fuck y'all niggas even doing interviews for? What is Arrogant Tay doing podcasting for? It's like I felt that energy to him. I don't know, what's something about Lil Yachty mouth and then Arrogant Tate energy seemed real flirty. I don't know. Them niggas is fucking in my opinion. Or they trying to do some shit. I don't think Lil Yachty would be opposed to it either. That's just my personal opinion. Quick segue. Let's get back. So you retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. You doing this. You withdrew from rap because you accomplished all you need to. It's because it wasn't working for you. I'm pretty sure that Joe Budden has certain things, the powers that be, the way that he rapped, things didn't work out for him. You understand what I'm saying? I never want anybody in this generation to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. Yes, they are. They are entitled to their opinion. But let me tell you this. There's a lot of people who do commentary, right? It's a lot of people who just blab into a fucking microphone. They just say stupid shit. They really copycats. They following people's strategies and they just want to just have an opinion just like everybody else. And then you have people who are really potent and they say shit and then people take to what they say. He obviously takes to what Joe Budden said. Doesn't matter if Joe Budden's first and foremost, Joe Budden dropped back in the early 2000s. Like, for a rapper for him to even be relevant right now is kind of like, it would be a blessing, That's why Nicki is a blessing that she's still relevant and popular from 2006, 2007, all the way up to now, and still mainstream, still killing it. You understand what I'm saying? So Joe Budden probably would have never been like 50 Cent ain't even where he was back then. You understand what I'm saying? But he do got the stats to show that he has done things in the past. So it's like, tell the truth about all the niggas who came up and did it before you, how you really feel about them, even though you've ridden off of white privilege and, blended fan base crowds and all of that. So stop it. Anyway, let's move forward. And listen, I don't have nothing against Drake, but I'm going to say how the fuck I feel. Bros before the hoes ass vibe. 21 Savage dick suck every album. You should have been did a collaboration with J. Cole. Like, just stop it. Like, it's a lot of shit that I see through, and maybe you don't see through it, but it's not. I don't give a fuck what you see. This is my channel. Anyway, so I never want anybody in this generation to think the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This man is projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't feel like Joe Budden, because Nicki said that Joe Budden was jealous of her and, and shit like that too. But everybody called her a bitter bitch when she came out. Nicki wasn't out here writing this essay length fucking response. This essay length responses, Lick Johnson's. Johnson's like why? Joe Budden would have felt crumbled if you would have paid his ass dust. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second because I need to go get something. Give me a second. Hold on.
Young money right here, throw it up, no height here. Cold like a white beer, Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch, nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you. Kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread. And my bank account ain't hardly empty. That's why I come through in a Barbie Bentley. So please, mamacita, please no envy. When you come around, it reads no entry. Who's next to go?
Right. I just wanted to go get me something to drink real quick. Like, yo. I don't know if y'all ever tried this. Now, listen, I grew up and I used to see adults drinking seltzer, and I used to think it was the nastiest shit, right? But as an adult, I don't know, our taste buds do change. But I be getting these Polar black cherry seltzer. I do like the one in the bottle, but to me, it gets flat too quick. I like to get it in a can. When I tell you this shit is the epitome of beverage, oh my God. And that should be so cold and so good. It's like, it's carbonated water pretty much, but it give you that effect like you have in the soda without the carbs and the sugars and all that bullshit. That shit is so refreshing. Oh my God. Try that black cherry Polar. Go to the store and get them cans. Put them shits in the freezer. I'm telling you, that shit is so good. Like, it just gives you that soda effect. I like that shit. I like carbonated water, but I like this. I've been onto these seltzers ever since I came back from New York because my mom was drinking them. That shit hit the spot. I agree, Lemon. Oh, I agree, LeBron with his infatuation with 21 Savage is weird. Yeah. These niggas being secret cliques, and nothing against anybody who's, same sex or whatever. I'm just telling you the vibe that I get from Drake. I feel like it's very bros before the whole dick suck energy to me. You'll never know the truth, though. You'll never know it. You'll see the lie. Money, power, respect, what you need in lie. Money, power, respect, you'll be eating right. You'll see the lie. Excuse me. All right. So you retired and we never hung up. This man is projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I didn't continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put it in the simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. Who cares, white boy? Who cares? And you get exalted because of what? Because you sing rap? So then, let's see. So Joe Budden said, you'll grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. So, I thought about this when Drake made this whole big thing about it. I said, but people say Nicki Minaj is emotional when she lets loose some people, like the DJ Akademiks who constantly let me tell you something. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. People could do whatever they want to on a platform, right? People could feel that way about me, but I feel like certain people go too far. Like, yeah, it's blatant on this channel that I don't like Cardi. I don't like anything about her musically, but I feel like certain people, like Akademiks, like he goes too far sometimes. Like, I feel like a lot of people do commentary where it's like, if you was in front of people in the street, would you be saying the certain things that you saying? Like, I could say everything that on here, like how I feel, like dead ass, and I could say it to a person too. Like, I would never feel no type of way if I was in a situation and I was in a room around people who I've said something about. It is what the fuck it is. Like, none of that fake shit. But certain people, I don't understand how you be going so hard on Nicki, and then it's just like when it comes to a person like Drake, are you scared of Jay Prince and them so you don't do negative commentary on them? Huh? You think ain't nobody angle that like that? Huh? Oh, okay. Is that why you don't do negative commentary on Drake? Because of Jay Prince and them, and you don't want no issue, you don't want no silent problem. That's what I'm wondering about, because it's a lot of pussies, and people don't reveal their pussyisms. They don't reveal why they don't say really how they really feel, because it's pussyism. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I personally think. It's pussyism. That's all it is. And people are scary. They don't want to have that specific problem, you know? So it's like Drake is almost like, he's almost like a protected bitch. He's like a Nicki in a sense. You know how Nicki is protected? She got her hood niggas, her street niggas or whatever. It's like Drake is a Nicki too. He's like, to be honest with you, he's like a Nicki. But my whole thing is that, you know, and this is not even pertaining fully to Nicki. I feel like people try to bully her so bad. It's like she can't even have a good time. She can't have fun or anything. If she responds to anybody, she gets lambasted about how successful she is and how ungrateful and why she shouldn't be doing this and how she shouldn't be doing that. Drake has sold a lot more records than Nicki. Why the fuck people ain't coming at him like that? Huh? Why? Why they not coming at him like that? Why people don't really question and hold things to the point where it's just like Drake didn't have her on the album. He had 21 Savage. Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't. There's some wacky energy going on with a lot of motherfuckers. And like I said, this is just speculation. This is just speculation. I don't know. I don't think there's Nicki just recently liked one of Drake posts or whatever the case may be. And you know, with her, she's more, Nicki is not only just professional, but I feel like she's emotionally intelligent where she's not going to give people anything. Like even when we felt as though something was going on with her and Drake, and she said, this is one male rapper who's so jealous of me. Like she ain't give tea on it, but we know what the fuck it was. But my whole thing is like, first and foremost, just to give my my whole scope. Yes, like my dad was in my life when I grew up, but my mother took care of me. So I do feel like, is it a bias? Is it a bias or is it a real truth realization? I do feel like, I don't even want to say I'm more biased towards of women, but I do know how niggas can be. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, to be honest with you, when people say like an example of being a fly on the wall, I've seen how people have acted. You know what I'm saying? I know that there can be toxic mothers and shit like that, but I also know that how, unfortunately, sometimes homes are better without the father being there, because a lot of niggas, listen, it could go both ways, but a lot of the times it do be fuck shit. Like it be fuck shit from niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of those niggas who have those approaches have bullied and tried to bully Nicki Minaj. You can't tell me, let me tell you something. Akademiks might have a huge platform and he might do amazing and make a lot of money, but he has some psychological issues and some hurt somewhere. Something is going on for you to do the things that you do. And my whole thing is, when it comes to Nicki, right? Why is he so targeted? Like, this is why I could never respect him, right? In his opinion, because if you supposed to be real hip hop and like on some real shit, how could you big up anything that Cardi does and just try to downplay and try to ridicule Nicki, who's been in the game longer or just as long as Drake? It's like it's some calculated check cleared type shit. It's, to me, it's like Atlantic is sending checks. It's like, but how could you do that in the core in your heart and feel like this bitch, like Cardi is not half of fucking Nicki. She's not even a fucking crumb off a wafer of the amount of Nicki. How could you sit up on any platform and do it? And let me tell you this, right? I'm not going to get into it. No, I'm just going to high overview that, because I feel like it'd be a lot of people who do a lot of corny shit. It's just be some corny shit going on with commentators. It's just like, first and foremost, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But people be, I don't know why people lie in their commentary to make it seem like they more than other people. We all just got a microphone and a computer and we doing what the fuck we do. You understand what I'm saying? Some people really gas this shit and it's just like, why? We all have, we more, certain people might have a bigger reach. You might have a bigger audience, depending on if you could spend more time, you know, building up your audience. But I just feel like a lot of people, they tell blatant lies, like just be lying just to try to make it seem like you're some sort of female rap source. Like you would, like, people will do anything. Like they would do anything. Like people be mad at me when I fucking, you know, will edit or make my titles a certain type of way, but then people will sit up and tell whole fucking lies, and it's just like, people will be like, come on, I don't get it. But back to the story at hand. Drake could vent and write this huge paragraph. You think people are mad at Drake? Let's see what people are saying about Drake in his comments. Let's see what people are saying. That's definitely a Scorpio's response. Drake was swinging. Note the double standard is real. Drake is praised for clapping back when Nicki confronted him on his show. She was being childish. Summer Walker, get your diss me and you'll never wait. What did he say? What she say? Diss me and you'll never hear a reply for it. Went out the window. Well, he spoke facts, a lot of facts. No matter what people say about you, never give up. Nobody thought I'm not reading all of that, and it was worth the read. Flame Joe Budden. That felt like it could have been a read over a beat. He wasn't really. In that sentence, in that whole wording for people to be so. This is what I'm trying to say. A lot of these rappers be rich and they don't even be writing complete the sentences don't even be fragmented right. Like they really, really don't. Yo, when I tell you, I be learning so much from different people. I thought that I write really well, and I do write really well. But I was speaking to one of my coworkers today. I had typed the other day I was typing something up and I sent it to her, and something about like, yo, let me tell you something to be real. I always got high scores in English, like 90s, mid 90s in English, right? I said you had to do good in English all the time because the way that she just be wording shit out, like I thought that my shit flowed smoothly, but yo, she has a fucking skill. Like I said, yo, like, and she was laughing. I was like, yo, you have a way like to just because I felt like, yo, let me like type this up, send it over to her. She took it and she said everything that I said, but she the way that she used her words, like I feel like you should always still be on a path of learning, no matter if you're out of school, no matter graduated high school, graduated college, you should always want to learn and want to know more. I was speaking to this lady the other day, just quick off topic. I was speaking to this lady. She was like 81 years old, and she had because I had to call her about like her application and stuff. And I was saying like I had to ask her about some medications and things like that, like from because I'm still working in underwriting. So the lady was 81 years old. And I was telling her I needed her to fill out this form, right? So I said, I can mail it out to you or I can email it to you. She was like, oh, yeah, you can email it to me. I have my email up now. I'm going through stuff. And then I was like, oh, so at the end of the conversation, I said, that's good. I said, you're still emailing and doing stuff like that? I said, yeah. I said, my mom retired. I said, she doesn't even get on her computer or do anything. She said, no. She said, my grandkids keep me young. And I'm involved in a lot of like organizations and stuff like that. So she said, I'm constantly checking my email. I'm constantly like on the computer, just being in the mix. And I said that that's really good because what happens is a lot of people, when they retire, they don't do the things that they used to anymore. And unfortunately, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. I'm telling you, I see the effects of it. You lose it. So you always got to be in the fight. You always got to be about progressing because when you don't, you start to break down. Let me tell you, it's this lady at my job. She like 73 years old. She will not retire. She said she's not retiring at all. Not yet. She said not yet because she just feels like once she goes home, like, yo, even though they offered us at my job, you could work from home in certain positions. She says she does not want to go home. She looks forward to getting showered, getting up, and getting out daily. Some people just don't want to be home like that. Like, I felt so bad for her when she said that. But listen, aging is a part of life, and you better hope that you even make it to that age. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, it was so refreshing speaking to that 81-year-old. And she didn't even sound like it. I said, you must read a lot. I'm telling you, when you work in these jobs, when you speak to a lot of customers and you see their date and their age, you be like, wow, you sound so young. And she's like, yeah, I read a lot. I'm a part of a lot of foundations, organizations. I do a lot of charity work and things like that. And she was like, and plus my grandkids, they keep me young. They keep me in the mix. And I think that that's really, really, really good. You gotta keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they let their mind go to waste and they don't be trying to get on their computer, check their email. I be checking my email every day, even if I ain't getting nothing, going through it. I need to go through I got like a few email addresses, but I need to go through them and just check up on my shit. I'm always going back and forth, cause let me tell you something. Even though I have a job, I'm always looking for new jobs all the time. I know that that's bad, but even though I got promoted now, so I'm going to slow down a little bit cause you don't want to be out there, but I'm always looking to improve and to, get more money. I think that's the goal at the end of the day. But anyway, yeah. On this Joe Budden shit, I feel like Joe Budden had a right to his opinion. I felt like Drake did spill in his feelings and he tried to come back and tell people, how Joe Budden was a failure and this and that. And, um, shit that other people have said, but it's like to me, didn't Drake, didn't he accumulate so many records sold, and didn't Drake, he's made a huge mark in this game, like just as much as Nicki. Why aren't people calling Drake bitter? This is what I'm saying. It's misogyny when it comes to women. Women cannot speak out. They're supposed to be quiet. They're supposed to not take up space. Be quiet. Shut your mouth. Be a good girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't say anything. It's almost like the same thing where that kid, hold on a second. Where that kid, what did he do? He said that he didn't want Nicki to do Queen Radio. He don't want her to be on Twitter. It's like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and you might disagree, and some of y'all in this chat might even be gay, and you might not understand where I'm coming from. But let me tell you this, ladies. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I'm not trying to cause no division, but I just want you to think. Pink Friday too. A lot of gay men are even misogynistic. A lot of them, and they'll make it seem like they're your home girl and they're your sis and shit like that. They be misogynistic like too, and it took a lot for me to open up my mind, like, and my eyes to that shit. A lot of them are misogynistic, a lot of them, and they hide that shit in different ways. Like, why would you say that you want Nicki to not have Queen Radio and to have a voice and to be, why do you want her to be, silent? Let me see, NickiMinajQueen.com. Why you want her to be quiet? You want her to tap. Wait, hold on a second. You want her to do what you want her to do. This is not your fucking career. That's why I said, even when people came out and people were commenting about Nicki's rollout and shit like that. Let me see, Nicki Minaj website. When people were commenting about her rollout and shit, I say, yeah, I wanted a video for last time that I saw you. I wanted certain things like that. But at the end of the day, I'm here to support Nicki. This is her career. I'm just a rider on her train at the end of the day. Let me see. Where's the yo? Hold on. I'm trying to get to the pre-order page. Whatever. Let me go over here real quick. I think that you could find it over here as well. Nicki Minaj. I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you her where's the store at? Hold on a second. Shop. Okay. Taylor Swift is on Republic too? Pink Friday. Where's the you could pre-order on Nicki's website. Give me 1 second. Let me go to Twitter. I don't know why that shit is like that. To me, like, why can't I just click on her website and just be able to find and just be able to get the link? It's like, it shouldn't be that difficult. That's why I be hating with certain things. Like, I don't think, and this one thing I be feeling like is artists be so big that they can't even see that shit or they don't understand it. It's like, I shouldn't have to jump through loops, like to be able to get, like, you see what I'm talking about? Like right here, right? You see this website that I'm on with Nicki? It's like, where is the link at so that I could get to the pre-order? It's like, I don't need to sign up for updates. I already did that. It's like, where is the link for me to get to the other stuff that's on this website? I don't think it's like, you got to be, see, me, I learned this as being, being a business owner. Like, your site is all about experience. It's like, where do I get to? If you just was on your computer right now, is there a shop button or something? Maybe I'm just overlooking it. What is this? No, these are her social media. What's that? That's Young Money. Do not sell my information. Like, oh my God. Let me just go on her Twitter and just click the shop. All right. It's like, I should be able to get shop from the home screen. It's just too much. Imagine how many people went to that link and they couldn't get in. So, all right. So Nicki has the vinyls available. She sold over 7,000 copies and vinyls already. Like, that's crazy. And do you realize that these are $33 products? $33. And people are showing up. So I think that what Nicki does is this, right? She knows her demographic like no other. She knows that we spend money. You understand what I'm saying? She know that we gonna spend. So she gonna put the highest product out first. Let me get these vinyls out first. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got no record player at all, right? I don't have a record player. Get one. Or just take them and just hang them on your walls as pictures like you do with any other fucking thing. Get that $33 fucking out and purchase one. I got the black one. I am gonna get the other one as well. Because I was just like, okay, let me get the black because I like that cover. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one because honestly, I like this cover, but I think I like this one a little bit better, and I would want it just for just for keepsake. But make sure that you support and cop one of the vinyls or both of them if you can afford it. I'm gonna get the other one as well. But yeah, support Nicki. She's up to what? Is it like 7,000 units she sold off of that? Let me go to QC because he be doing the updates on that. Let me just see where Nicki is at with the updates. You know what I'm saying? Like pages like this too. Like I like QC because they be doing their thing or whatever, and they're really huge reach for Nicki. But I be asking them questions where it's like, this page said you got a huge reach. Your comments and your tweets go up all the time. Why you asking us who doing a giveaway? You need to be doing a giveaway. You doing a giveaway. I know you getting a nice little check. Listen, and sometimes the check from Twitter, shit, I know last month I got a lot of views on my shit and my check was only like $30. That shit, to be honest with you, it really just pays for the check mark itself, but it really don't be a lot of money like that. So if you getting more views than that, then you need to do a fucking giveaway. Don't be asking us who doing no giveaway. You see what I'm talking about? He talking about who is doing giveaways and need promotion. I said, I'm sure you get a fat Twitter check for your reach. I'll wait for you to do a giveaway. The fuck? Fuck is you talking about? Talking about I got news for you. Don't have no motherfucking news for me. No, don't have no news for me. You do a fucking giveaway. Stop asking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop this foolishness. So, yeah. So the last time that I see, 7,000 orders. They trying to do 100,000, but see, we're gonna reach that mark because Nicki is gonna release the CDs to there as well. And you know what I really, really, really love? Nicki ain't playing no fucking games. This ain't gonna be no second week shit. These are shipping on November 17th. So the sales is gonna count for that week. Nicki is not fucking playing. Let me tell you something. Cardi B and her fans, somebody from her clique or whatever is in here listening, whether it's a blogger who act like they don't watch my shit, they in the mix, they be taking notes. I guarantee you when Cardi B comes out, she's gonna do a pre-order for her shit too. I guarantee you that she's going to. Could you imagine a bitch not being able to sell dollar CDs and Nicki is selling she sold, I'm pretty sure she close to 8,000 by now. She sold $33. She sold 7,000 units of $33 products. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that is crazy. And some people bought multiple. And you can't really, the thing about it too is that you can't count it, is that a lot of people bought 2 per their order. So it's like, you don't know how many, it could be way more than that. It could probably be close to 10,000. You don't really know. Nicki fans spend money. If you got to realize this, I want to let you know the psychology behind it. And this is why a lot of these bitches is mad. The rap bitches is mad. Let me just tell you this. This is just some business talk 101, right? When it comes to an artist like a Nicki Minaj, say you got somebody like a Sexy Red, right? So let's just be honest. And I'm going to tell you, this is how business is marked. And I'm going to give you keen examples of how to know like what's what, right? Imagine being a bitch. Just give me a second. Imagine being a rap bitch who sold out Fendi. Number one, yourself, you know your value. Number two, you know your worth. You sold Fendi out. These are not cheap products. You know that your people spend money. Nicki ain't fucking stupid. She knows the power of her fan base. She's not no fucking dummy, right? Why put out a pre-order for $10, $15 CDs? Listen, we know I would pay. Listen, I think Nicki needs to make her album $20. Honestly, she works too hard. Like, we need $20 is fucking nothing. She need to make that shit $20 fucking dollars. $20. I want $20. You'll spend $20 on a fucking album and it'll average up to like what, 25? Yeah, do that. She need to drop her CDs need to be $20. Fuck that $10 days is them $10 days is fucking over. We in the inflation times right now. You could spend $20 and get one, pre-order one, and then when her album come out, you have got paid over again, and you'll be able to buy another one physically in the store, and you will also buy the digital one online, right? I'm thinking that you will, and you will also stream it into, to support it. But the main focus of what I'm trying to say here is that Nicki knows and her label knows the power of her fan base. They know the interest. They know the people who like her, the taste of the people who like her. And I'm not trying to say everybody in the fan base makes, buku bucks and they're able to go out and shop up Fendi and cop and buy that shit out. But a lot of people did. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people did. And Nicki knows her power. She knows that her fan base is not no slouches. She knows that they spend money. She knows that. You would have to be a dumb fuck to not know that your fan base does not spend money. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that when a bitch sold almost. Listen, we can't. A lot of people who I've seen this posting their orders, they purchase 2 per order. So QC is only counting the orders that came in. He's only counting the orders. You don't know how many units these orders consist of. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is that Nicki Minaj, she knows the power of her base, and she knows to make them work harder. You understand what I'm saying? She could have easily put out the album pre-sales and just made that shit go up. For what? No, let's make that money first. Let's give them a little bit bigger task, because I know that they can do it. I know that they can. You have to realize this. When you do you know what I've also realized too, and I'm going to tell you this. Let's see. You have to realize and do some like research on who you are, your capabilities, and everything like that. You want me to tell you this too, as it pertains to my business? Y'all know that I have a business, even though I work a full-time job. But I've noticed something very early on in the profiles from different customers. It doesn't matter if they stay in a house or if they stay in an apartment complex or whatever. I know who they are based off of the things that they do. Like, I raised the prices on my website, and it's like this guy who lives locally in the area, he always buys from my website. You're getting 2 dozens of cookies for $80. Like, I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing. Like, you understand what I'm saying? If you appreciate the value and, you appreciate amazing product, gourmet product, you're going to pay to get it. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to pay to get that shit. Point fucking blank. If you don't want it, don't buy it. But the thing is since I raise my prices, I know who my customers are. You understand what I'm saying? When your prices are so low, you get the Cardi B fans, you get the motherfuckers who stream monotonously, and shit like that. Another thing, just quick segue, that I'm not impressed by. I'm not impressed by a lot of this K-pop fucking fans. These fans be overseas not having nothing to do but stream music, and then a lot of them be having fucking streaming farms. You know that them Koreans, and they smart as fuck with technology. They be having all of them people. There's no way that you have. Listen, I'm not saying there's no way that you will have 34,000 people on Station Head, but I feel like a lot of that shit be fudged, and a lot of y'all be trying to like complain, talking about why Nicki don't got these many thousands of people, because that shit is not real. It's not real. And I don't give a fuck what you say. I've been on Station Head before when that shit first started. And I used to see how certain people who were regular people like me, I'd be like, damn, how you have 1,000 people in there? And then you look through all the profiles, and they're all dud profiles. You don't think people know what the fuck they doing? Them Koreans are fucking good with the technology. I'm not about to sit up here and be like, why Nicki don't got 34,000 on Station Head? Because it's not real. That's why. And then also you have to look at the flip side of it. Let's be truthful when it comes to this K-pop shit. What other American artist has had that many people in there? That should let you know right then and there that something is up. Ain't no American artist who went on Station had those 34,000 people in there. You know that they doing something. Let me tell you something. You want to know this, right? Even when it pertains to Lotto and getting them streams with Jungkook, half of them fucking streams ain't even from the United States. It's people using devices and doing whatever the fuck they do. They probably ain't got nothing to do but stream music. I hate to tell you, I do this. Like, I might join like a Nicki channel, because I have 2 phones. So I leave a phone home. I'll let that shit stream all day. Let it stream all day. So it's like I'm still being supportive, but it's just like I feel like those numbers are real. Who is really streaming like in the thousands like that? And it's only at certain times. Ain't no fucking way. I don't give a fuck what you say. You could think that it's hating or whatever the case may be. feel like it's a few different variables into it. I feel like they fudging that shit. I'm telling you, when Station Head first came out, I used to see how certain people, because you have to realize when it first came out, if your numbers are not high, if you didn't have 30, 40, 50 or whatever people in your chat, you're going to be buried at the fucking bottom and nobody's going to see that you're online. So what did people used to do? They would fake it and they would get all the, because listen, I remember one time this guy, he pissed me off. This was back like when I was like just uploading my music to the streaming, and he kept trying to get me like, yo, come to my station, come to my station. But then I'm realizing that when I look through all of the profiles, they're dud profiles. It's like these people, it's like it's a whole bunch of profiles named a different thing with maybe a number 1 at the end, number 2 at the end, number 3 at the end. So it's like, did you create all these profiles, or is this some sort of app that you're using to add all these people? You never really know. You never know. But what I want to say is, how is Jungkook? He returned. He's been number 1 on Spotify for so many days, and since that song left the top 10 with Lotto, it ain't returned back. If your streams was that strong in the United States, you would still be up. That's a telltale sign. All them streams ain't from the US. They not, and that shit ain't getting no radio play like that either. It's not. Like, y'all be arguing about some stupid shit sometimes. Like, imagine trying to compare to a damn Korean group. You know that these people do all this funny shit behind the scenes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, overseas where their music is streamed, they probably don't even give a fuck about the validity of it because they get paid less when it's over there. They just want to see that you got 5 million streams per day. Honestly, it is what it is. Like, to me, that's an accomplishment to them. But shit, the payout on it is way less as well. Like, come on. Can't all be bots, but I digress. It doesn't matter what you digress. I'm telling you what I feel. It's a lot of fake motherfucking profiles that be on that shit. So it's like, why don't you do some research and try to get 34,000 into the chat over there too, because it's not believable. None of those other, so if no other artist over there has done that, don't expect Nicki to do that. Who had 34,000 people in a motherfucking chat? Come on. I know for a fact I've been in chats where it's been 200 to 300 people and I go through all of the profiles and they be duds. So it's 34,000 people. You can't really take that time and go through all of those profiles to see who's who. Come on. You can't. They have changed the streaming service so bad, it's a shame. Yeah. So listen, shout out to Nicki for being able to get people to open up their wallets, $33 a pop, and sell over 7,000. I'm assuming that if it's 7,000 orders, it's probably close to 8,000, 9,000 sales, because a lot of people bought double. And then I'm about to make my purchase for my next one. You can buy 1 copy at a time. If you can buy them one at one, it's better for tracking purposes. You can also buy 4 at checkout, no more than that. Yep. So you can buy up to 4 copies. I don't know if I would trust doing 4. Is this including Republic's website? Nope. See, and then you can also purchase on Republic website as well. But this is the thing I'm going to tell you. Do what you can do. Like I said, it's going to be an array of different profiles financially with people in this fan base. If you can buy it 4 times, if you can buy 2 from this website and then go to Republic site and do it, yes, but we ain't going to make you put yourself in the poorhouse. Now, if you do got... No, I ain't gonna say that because I ain't giving nobody no ideas. But if you do got, a credit card where it's the beginning of the month, just put that on your little credit card and just pay it off later, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Just do it. Just, do it and just support it. So, it's 5:05. I said that I was going to get off here at 5 o'clock. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. And, I do believe that Nicki gets a bad rep when she speaks up for shit. And it's like, why people praising and exalting Drake for standing up and saying some shit. But it's like when Nicki speaks her mind towards, and the thing you have to realize is Nicki never be addressing the women or the ladies. She really don't address them. It's always the niggas who be coming at her behind a bird brain bitch. It's always. But when she responds and says some shit back, she's the worst person, and she should be grateful. Just like Joe Budden even said this. Hold on. Joe Budden even said this. Even when Nicki was together, you got to realize this. I hate when people do this. You ever bring up something serious to a person and then they make it seem like you're bugging, and why are you worried about it? I am worried about it, bitch, because this is my job. Remember when Nicki was like, how can I have all of these streams be up on all of these different websites and, different streaming platforms and video views like this, but I'm not getting radio play like that. And a person who doesn't even touch my numbers, they're getting more radio play than me. Joe Budden was like, you still care about that? Yes, she fucking care about it, bitch. What? Like, you don't this is what I'm saying, and that's how a person can make you think that you're tripping. This is called gaslighting. Just like I remember when I had that meeting with my fucking coworker, And my director was in there. Yo, I had to shut that bitch down. White bitch and all. I had to shut the bitch down in a professional way though. Because what she was doing, she was trying to cover for this other white girl, but I had her dead in her track, so it wasn't nothing that she could do. But the way that she was talking to me, I said, "Why are you yelling at me?" When I tell you, the entrepreneur in me will never die. When I was saying that shit to her, I was ready to get up and just quit that motherfucking job. This was before I even knew that I was getting my promotion. I said, "No, you will kill all of this shit." Looked that white bitch in her eye and said, "Why the fuck? Why are you yelling at me?" She piped down and apologized. You ain't gonna fucking talk to me like that. Who the fuck you think you talking to? And the thing about it is she was trying to cover for her white flunky and she tried to use some shit against me. She tried to use some shit against me that didn't matter with the job. And she was like, example, Emily is going through a lot outside. And I said, you know what? I said, the places that I work at, when you get here, you gotta turn on and be professional. I said, you can't, and I said, I appreciate you for being positive, but your outside situation is not going to manipulate what you're doing at work. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. Like, she was really trying to be on some funny shit, trying to gaslight me. And so she was like, she asked us all, it was a few of us in the room. She was just like, Emily, are you going through stuff outside? She was like, yeah. She asked another person, are you going through stuff on the outside? They said, yeah. And then she asked me, she said, are you going through stuff on the outside? I said, I mean, typical things like, my parents are aging and, things like that. And then she was like, well, maybe you're feeling a certain type of way because you're dealing with that. And I said, no, bitch, don't try to fucking gaslight me to make me think that I'm tripping. And then all of this is a no. Hell no. When I tell y'all, I changed the whole direction of the workflow because she thought that she was going to play her white card and get away with shit, not doing work, watching movies and shit while I'm making all of these calls and clarifying applications in the underwriting department. No, white bitch, you're gonna be on the grind too. And I shook the table and now I'm getting promoted and I'm out of there. So now the whole work process has changed. Listen, the whole work process has changed. And I know she's gonna be like, damn, he's leaving and he did that shit. Yeah, because white bitch, you're not gonna play with me like that. You're not gonna play with me like that. We getting paid probably the same amount, and you think that I'm gonna carry it and you gonna watch fucking movies and this shit? You ain't watching no motherfucking movies on my dime, and I don't give a fuck how none of y'all feel about that shit. Ain't no white person gonna play with me on the damn clock, and I do the same thing as you, and you think you gonna sit up and watch movies? Now, if that was me watching movies at my desk, they would have had my ass in the office like, you can't do this, and that's actually work avoidance, and listen, what's so crazy? I'm gonna keep this real with you before I go, because I do gotta go. I'm the type of person where, like, you have to realize, like, I'm a certain age, so I've been through certain things at jobs. I'm not telling you that I'm perfect. I've gotten in trouble at jobs for, different things or whatever. But what I focus on now is my quality and my production. I'm the type of employee that I like to say that I'm proactive and not reactive. Like, I do things before they even have to say something to you about it, if that makes sense, right? So a lot of people don't move like that. They never have to. I'm not tell you I fly below the radar, and I pride myself on that, because you don't want to be on the radar, because then you don't want to be seen on your phone all the time. You don't want to get caught up doing things that you're not supposed to, because then they're going to brand you as that. I've learned that in my young 20s that I didn't want to show up like that no more. So I got out of that, and I don't show up like that. So yeah, I don't want to be seen in that type of light as a person. Every time they come around the corner, you're on their phone, you're not working, you're not producing. I'll bust all of my work down, and then I'll have some flexibility like that. But you ain't never questioning me not getting the work done at all. Like, I don't play that shit, because this is the key to my life, as far as like my lifestyle and pretty much the visibility and the way that I want to have it, I don't play around with shit like that. But shit, I guess a lot of white people, and it's not just white people, but I'm just saying that because this situation pertains to that. But she thought that she could just do what she want to and sit back and watching Seinfeld and Friends all fucking day and laughing and shit. I'm like, this bitch over here laughing and she ain't making no outbound phone calls. And then the crazy thing is, we all used to work from this folder, right? So I would see in the morning time, like, I would get certain things and then there would be no work in there. But I'm looking at the timestamp. She's dumping work back into the folder that she took from earlier, because she ain't completing it, because you're not being productive. Not on my watch. Now the whole process. Listen, let me tell you this before I go. Now our whole process changed. They want timestamps. They want everything. I hate to have to bring it to a white bitch like that, but you ain't gonna play with me on like that. Because I told my boss, I'm like, we here to be productive. I'm not here to be They couldn't take me when I was in that. When I tell you, she was straight emotional, but she couldn't take me, because I looked her in her eyes in that office. I said, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to work. Fuck you thought. And got promoted after that. Fuck you thought. I'm not here to be your friend. But she was doing like what the reason why we had a meeting is because she was doing some funny shit, like making little comments. And I said, I'm the black guy. If I respond back to her ass, they're gonna make me look bad. I sent the message to my team leader. I said, we need to have a meeting. We went in there. I looked at white bitch right in her eye. I said, I'm not here to be your friend. We're here to do work, to do this job, to be productive, and and to execute what what we were sought out to do or whatever, right? Like, keep your and I said that shit. Keep your comments to yourself. I know she couldn't take a black nigga telling her that. Keep your fucking comments to yourself. Cause I can. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Fuck that shit. And I still got promoted to another position. 17K boost on that ass. Fuck you thought. Fuck you thought. God really be looking out for me. I'm telling you, I was really upset that day with my channel when I got suspended with my monetization. But I'm telling you, when I went to work and then I got the fucking email with the offer, it was everything work. I'm telling you, would God be just like, yo, I ain't going to let anything happen to you. Even though with the YouTube, that was just a little over like $1,000 a month. It was a change, but I mean, I'm saying like that shit, it helps out, but that's not the key to my life. But I do like to be compensated for what I do. But I'm just telling you, I be feeling like the way that I live, like God always will cover me in every fucking way. He always makes a way out of no way. He just always will. And it's just been proven, like point blank. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here because I want to chill for a few minutes before I go out and go back to do my second round at the gym today. Let me read some of these comments. Let's see. This is the dawning age of Aquarius. Yeah. Thought she was gonna use her fucking situation coming up in there. This is why another reason why my coworkers, they be trying to get in my business so bad. I don't reveal no details about what's going on with me outside of work. It's none of your fucking business. You don't need to know anything about me. You don't. Like, you don't need to know nothing about me. I speak to people about podcasting and shit like that too. They be like, oh, and I'll be like, yeah, I do podcasting. Sometimes you will never get my channel. You won't get it. You won't. I thought about it hard. My one coworker, she was like, why won't you let me know? Because we not. And I changed the subject on her ass. No, we not doing that. Because then even though me and her is more cool now, I still ain't tell her because I just like to keep things separated. I learned that early on by like adding coworkers to my Facebook page and just having people too intertwined to where you can't even really say what you want to because they're there. They're there. You can't do that. Anyway, let's see. White women will always be coddled. Hold on a second. You said white women will always be coddled, given chance after chance after if you black, you mess up. Thank you. And you know what's so crazy? Tamara, I be thinking right now, like, even though like I'm on the trek to the 16th. When is the 60th? That's next week. This is my last week, I think. Give me a second. Yep, this is my last week. I don't know why, but I feel like being black, it gives you this, no. Like, I be paranoid. I be like, are they going to try to fire me before I go to my next, like, the next point? I be thinking of all types of shit like that because you just can't trust these people like that. You can't. And I know that I have white people who listen to my channel, but guess what? This ain't my 9 to 5. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. If you don't like it, then don't engage and don't come back. But I'm not going to work this motherfucking channel like I'm working at the job and I got to be politically correct. It is what the fuck it is. Y'all know what y'all be doing in these employment spaces. Let me tell you this. I'm going to be honest with you. I love my manager to death, right? My director is who I had a meeting with. I love my manager to death, but I know for a fact that I know more than her, my current manager, right? And she makes more money than me. But I want to tell you that she got that position because of my director. It's that white shit. That bitch ain't qualified. She ain't qualified. She came from a fucking doctor's office. Like, she came from a doctor's office doing prior authorizations and referrals, right? You applied to this job, you probably fudged up your fucking resume and shit like that. I'm gonna even keep it real with you, right? I was blessed to get this job after the pandemic, after the pandemic. I got in making $25 an hour. Then I got a fucking raise and got promoted to like the department that I'm in now, right? And the craziest thing about it is, right? The only thing I did was an application to get here with this company that I work for. I didn't even upload a fucking resume. Do you know that I only uploaded my resume once I got promoted to my position? Like, I had to redo my resume where I got promoted to this position that I'm at now. That's the only time. I did not even use a resume to get in this job. I didn't. I just, to be honest with you, I interview really, really well. I'm very compelling, and I give, very good examples, and I don't overspeak, but I'm very direct in my skill, and I'm, not even in a cocky way, but I do it in a very I relay the information really well. I've always interviewed very, very, very well, and that's one of my strong points. And even though I interview very well, I always educate myself, and I watch like a lot of different things on YouTube of how to interview for jobs and things like that too. So I'm always like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you always have to further your education, and like, shit like that. I don't ever just get comfortable. Like, even though I know I can answer questions and things like that, I look at the way that I approach it, like, and how I answer it, and reassuring and reiterating. Like, one of the things I recently learned that I wasn't even doing, but like, just to like within your interview, is to use the job qualifications that match your resume. Like, that's how I sold myself on this interview that I just did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I sold it. And I tell you, I interview really, really, really well. And I just reassure, like, and but anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all be blessed. I don't want to promise that I'm gonna come back later. It just depends. I got some things that I need to do, but yeah, y'all be blessed. It's Saturday. I wanted to come give my commentary on this Joe Budden Drake shit. Drake has a right to respond as well, but I don't know. I feel some energy between him and 21 Savage. It's like, that's his low-key baby mama. It's like, this nigga on all your shit. Y'all just did a tour together. Now he on your album too. It's like, do he be trying to boost? I don't know. Is it because they both like foreigners and they trying to like boost each other up? I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of bros before the hoes type energy, Who knows? It might be a three-way between him, 21, Drake, Lotto. Who knows? Black females envy Nicki. Yep. Blacks, we have no code like Caucasians. Ooh. The black poor media is struggling and wants Nicki to pay them to be positive because she's the richest and don't give them shit. But they have animosity. No, I'm not checking out no dud tweets. Fuck them. It ain't even worth it. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Be blessed. It's your boy, LaRon, female rapper lead. Peace.